Now this one I already know is about to be hella crazy. So I'm coming into this one in overreactor mode. Just letting you know. Stop playing. No, I'm not for real though. But no, all jokes aside. But when I was expressing my love for JCS criminology to y'all on like every damn video, a lot of y'all got to recommend other channels like, yo, check out this interrogation. Check out this interrogation. This one is wicked. You won't believe this one twisted. I saw some twisted ones too. They all kind of be twisted. Either way it go though. This one stood out to me. Social crime, social and criminal psychology. When an interrogation goes wrong, you know I had to go to the thumbnail first. That was the first thing I did. You shot him. I take it that's the detective saying that to her. I already read the description and y'all already kind of let me know what's going on. I'm gonna give you a heads up though, because you know how it work on this channel. This may be one of them cases you may feel like someone is guilty. I may feel like that person is innocent. You may feel like that person is innocent. I may feel like that person is guilty. Most of the time though, we're normally on the same page. But look, when I'm watching these, legit is my opinion of how I feel what's going on from my point of view. Maybe right, maybe wrong, I don't know. But yo, either way it go, you want to check out the original video, link will be in the description below, but let's
go.
Okay.
What did you do in that 7 minutes?
What did I do in that 7 minutes? I leaned over my soon-to-be husband's body.
You f***ing shot him. That's what you did. You shot him.
Michael Burnside was born November 20th, 1979 in San Antonio, Texas. After attending Lake Highlands High School in Dallas, Michael graduated from Stephen F. Austin University with a Bachelor of Arts degree in Communications. During college, he worked as a volunteer firefighter for the Appleby Fire Department. His colleagues referred to him as kind, courageous, and the first one in the truck when the station alarms went off. At that time, he co-founded his company, Inertia LLC, which was an energy conservation company that renovated regular homes into energy-efficient ones. Michael enjoyed hunting, fishing, and spending time with his family and many friends. His family and friends described him as a lover of life, good-natured, and one that was always a joy to be around. He fell in love with Olivia Lord in the summer of 2009, and things between them turned serious quickly. Lord was 33 years old and worked as a loan officer for a mortgage company. The way Lord described it, she and Michael were deeply in love and had been talking about marriage. Although she had her own apartment, she was planning to move in with him as soon as he finished remodeling the home. On May 9, 2010, Michael, Olivia, and Michael's longtime best friend, Brian Jaff, were having some drinks at Michael's home in North Dallas. An argument ensued between Michael and Olivia after Michael and Brian were planning a bachelor party in Vegas for their friend Jordan. Olivia got upset after telling Michael she didn't want him to go because she knew what kind of things happened at those parties. Olivia then stormed off into the bathroom as Brian decided it was a good time to leave to let them work things out. At around 12:31 a.m., a gunshot was heard.
What the fuck?
Officers arrived on the scene sometime around 12:41 a.m. One of the men that arrived was Detective Dwayne Thompson. Dwayne, standing at 6'2", was described as a charismatic man with a powerful, deep voice.
Oh, that shit scared the shit out of me too. Hold up, dog. But yo, wait, because like I said, a lot of y'all told me about this in the comment section, right? Did he commit it over? I know it couldn't have been over just that, cause she said you couldn't go. I'm gonna let this shit finish. I'm only 2 minutes in. I'm not gonna say no. What the fuck?
a.m. One of the men that arrived was Detective Dwayne Thompson. Dwayne, standing at 6'2", was described as a charismatic man with a powerful, deep voice. Raised in Ohio, Thompson spent 5 years in the Army, and after being honorably discharged in 1991, he joined the Dallas Police Force. He first worked in patrol and then spent 10 years as a detective in the Robbery and Property Crimes Division before being promoted to homicide. In 2008, he was featured on the reality series The First 48, which premiered on A&E.
I am not even being funny. I'm like, dog, this nigga look familiar. But I didn't want to say that because I didn't want people like, oh, you think all black people look like?
In the Robbery and Property Crimes Division before being promoted to homicide. In 2008, he was featured on the reality series The First 48, which premiered on A&E. One of the episodes he featured in received over 2 million views and was the show's most-watched episode at that time, where he solved the case without ever discovering a body. He was so compelling in front of the camera that the producers believed he looked like a television actor playing...
My bad, last time. I get this. This is prior to the case that the interrogation we're about to watch, right? So basically, that went to his head, and he basically gonna do all his interrogations like that from there on out. Trying to get that moment again, huh? Okay. Let me see. Oh, this shit about to turn to reality TV on my ass.
It was so compelling in front of the camera that the producers believed he looked like a television actor playing a detective. When Thompson arrived, he noticed the smell of chemical products on both Olivia and Brian. He proceeded to ask them questions about the incident and then told them they would have to be taken in for additional questioning.
Okay. I need for you to take me through this evening, okay? Step by step, so we can kind of figure out what happened. All right? I've already talked to Brian and he's gone. Take me through this evening.
Well, we had a normal day. We went, we drank.
I'm sorry?
We did drink. We went, he washed my car for me. Brian came over and helped him install the dishwasher and some of the other appliances. And they started talking about, we got in such a stupid fight.
They started talking about what, man?
We got in such a stupid fight.
Okay, ma'am, I can't hear you.
Yeah, I couldn't either.
You said you started talking about what?
They were talking about a birthday party.
Okay.
My birthday just passed.
I can't hear you.
Sorry.
You said you started talking about what?
They were talking about a birthday party.
Okay.
My birthday just passed in March and wasn't the best event. And they were talking about Jordan's birthday party and it kind of upset me. And when Brian left, Mike and I got in a little argument about it.
So,
Olivia has just stated her narrative on the series of events that transpired before the shooting. She claims they were intoxicatedly arguing because she was upset that Michael and Brian were planning a birthday party for their friend Jordan. She states she was upset that she didn't get anything for her birthday about a month prior because Michael told her he was low on money.
tell me. Okay, then take me from the time that Brian left.
What you want me to do? Steal it? He said he was low on money. Damn. You could miss a birthday without a gift?
That she didn't get anything for her birthday about a month prior because Michael told her he was low on money.
Tell me. Okay, then take me from the time that Brian left. Brian left.
Probably literally
I can't understand.
5 minutes.
Hey, was that Chinese? What the hell?
Literally
I can't understand.
5 minutes. Literally
I can't understand.
5 minutes, 10 minutes from the time he left. I was in the bathroom.
You and him were in the bathroom?
No, I was in the bathroom.
Yeah, she went in the bathroom.
Taking my
So
makeup
Brian
off
left.
and getting ready to go to bed. And he continued the argument. And
Well,
then
explain the argument. I mean, what was he arguing about? I mean, what was he saying?
that he didn't have money for my birthday and that he owed taxes and he was stressed out. So stupid. He was stressed out about taxes that he owed and mortgage and stupid, just a really stupid argument. He left the room and then I heard like what I thought was glass shatter really loud. And I had the water running, so it was kind of a faint. And I went into the kitchen, and he was on the floor, and there was blood. I didn't notice it was a lot of blood, and I saw glass on the floor.
Let me go back real quick, Chester. I want to hear one thing. I'm gonna edit it out though. Hold up.
He left the room, and then I heard like what I thought was glass shatter really loud. And I had the water running, so it was kind of a faint. And I went into the kitchen and he was on the floor and there was blood. I didn't notice it was a lot of blood, and I saw glass on the floor, and so I went down next to him and I said, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" And then I saw a lot of blood. A lot of blood.
Notice her emotional reaction to recalling what she saw. She appears to be trying to hold back bursting into tears because she's having a hard time recalling the moment when she saw Michael's body.
Oh God, this is not happening. Sorry.
It's okay.
I'm sorry. I'm really upset.
Let's back up just a little bit, okay?
Okay.
So, okay. And what I'm saying to you is, he was shot at 12:31 a.m. Can we both agree on that?
Probably. Yes, we can agree because
You didn't call 911 until 12:38.
Okay.
7 minutes later.
Okay.
What did you?
This assertion was the detective's leading piece of evidence against Olivia. After car logs were obtained from her cell phone records, it was proven that she had called Brian less than a minute after witnesses heard a gunshot. She then called the police about a minute and 20 seconds later. The detective purposely framed the 7-minute break by having her agree that she heard the gunshot around 12:31, while knowing she made the call to the police at 12:38, therefore forcing Olivia to explain a time gap that never existed in hopes to get her to confess. This is a tactic used by detectives where they misstate the time of a certain event in order to set up a timeline that requires the suspect to clarify, and perhaps lock themselves into a new alibi. This, however, proves to be ineffective, so Detective Thompson decides to take it one step further.
Okay.
What did you do in that 7 minutes?
What did I do in that 7 minutes? I leaned over my soon-to-be husband's body.
You f***ing shot him. That's what you did. You shot him.
Real quick though, I'm not gonna lie. All right, hold up. Because the case is getting a little iffy to me. But, legit though, if I did go into the room and I saw my soon-to-be, you know what? My soon-to-be, I'm like husband, I like that was a bad word. My soon-to-be husband on the ground with a bullet, there's possibly that time could be in between there. Because I'm not going to I don't think I'm going to instantly, oh shit, grab my phone 911. Because when you go in panic mode though, I'm not saying she innocent, not saying she guilty. I don't know about that. We're gonna let it finish, and then I'm gonna decide that. But I could see me leaning over that person's body, like no, don't die, blah blah blah. What's going on? What happens? Blah blah XYZ, and you trying to get this person back. Like, okay, hold on, wait a minute. I don't know. I'm gonna let it finish. Get to the end.
You f***ing shot him. That's what you did. You shot him.
A full 8 seconds transpired since the accusation, and Olivia's facial reaction is that of someone in utter disbelief. Her mouth widens while her hands freeze mid-expression. Someone truly guilty would have been aware that they were a suspect and have been psychologically preparing for this accusation and how to appear innocent when confronted. They would not react in the matter of awe and disbelief because they know they did it, hence the reason they are being interrogated. Most guilty suspects would instead be focusing on how to falsely prove they had nothing to do with the crime and wouldn't be focused on their reaction to the accusation. Guilty suspects will almost always skip the denial stage.
I did not shoot my fiance.
You shot him.
So far, I'm leaning on her side. I'm not gonna lie to you. But let's say though, just taking myself away from this case, legit, if when you know you are innocent of something, I think I prove myself to look more guilty because when I'm innocent of something and I know it pisses me off a lot more because I'm so mad that the fact that I know the truth is in my fucking head, but you're not taking it. But getting hit with that and knowing like, yo, I know I did not shoot my wife, my soon-to-be wife, and bam, you just threw it on me like that, like not even lead up to it, like you just boom, just threw it on me. Yo, at that point, I don't know if I'm more hurt because like not only did I just lose my soon-to-be wife, but also I'm about to go down for it too. So it's like I took 2 L's. Damn, That shit would hurt. I can't cap to you.
I did not shoot my fiance.
You shot him. You shot him.
This is happening.
Yes, this is happening.
Damn.
I did not.
You shot
shoot
him. Yes, you did.
No,
Yes,
I
you
did
did.
not.
Yes, you did.
No, I did not.
This man made all.
I need to know what happened in there.
I don't know what happened.
You know what happened.
I don't
You
know
know
what
what
I
happened.
do not know what
You
happened.
know what happened in there, Olivia.
I don't
You
know
know what
what
happened in there, Olivia. Olivia, you know what happened in there.
I don't know.
Olivia, you know what happened there, because this, you know, and I know that this don't make sense.
It doesn't.
This don't make
I know it
sense.
doesn't make
Then
sense.
goddamn it, tell me the truth.
I don't know.
You know what happened in there. This don't add up. It
I
don't add
don't
up.
know what you're
Okay,
asking
I
of
need
me.
you-
I don't know.
I need for you to be truthful with me about what happened.
I am being truthful. That's
How do you
exactly what
go
happened.
from having a bullshit argument to suicide?
I don't know.
Olivia, you should have a serious problem with
I
that.
have a problem with it. I do have a problem
We're
with
arguing
it.
about a goddamn birthday party. You said you were down there doing this first aid morning shit.
I didn't say I was doing first aid.
Okay, but
I said
did you not know that he was still breathing?
I think.
Did you not know that he was still breathing?
Yes, he was still alive.
So don't you think that it was kind of fucked up
I
for
don't
7
know.
minutes?
What do you
For
do?
I'm asking
What do
you.
you do
I'm
when
asking
something
you.
like that
What I'm
happens?
saying to
I
you
don't
is you,
know.
it took
I
you
don't
7
know.
minutes.
I don't know.
It took you 7 minutes.
I don't know.
It took you
This
7 minutes.
Dog, I gotta pause. I need a break. I watch hella interrogation videos. I don't think I've ever in my life seen nothing like this, dog. Now, I'm gonna be honest. Okay, interrogation rooms, okay. That's what they're for, to make you crack, right? Would this be considered professional? I don't know. This is my profession. Would this be considered unprofessional? Like, is he doing this intentionally? Is what I'm asking. Like, is he doing it? Is this like a role? Because you know, there's different roles. Like some of these channels will list off like what they're doing and why they're doing it that way. Is this one of those roles where it's just like, yeah, it's one of them people do that actually work, or is it just like, nah, he just been extra? Dog, this is crazy. And the thing is this, I'm not gonna lie, I do question, like, man, what? We had an argument, a friend was over, everybody was drinking, could have been a bad argument, whatever. Then he left, and then bam, just like that, it all happened so sudden. Maybe that was the perfect time. Maybe something was said where he was like, you know what, this is it, I'm checking out. Or I am thinking it's slightly there. I'm not gonna lie to you. I am thinking there's a possibility like something else may have happened here. I don't know, but we can't just assume that though. But from the way she's arguing back, I'm not gonna lie, it seems like a little legit to me. Like she really found this body, but we're gonna let it finish. What the hell? No more stopping. Oh my God.
7 minutes. It took you 7 minutes.
I don't know.
It took you
this
7
is-
minutes, and you don't think that 7
Oh my
minutes was critical?
God.
You don't think that?
Yes, sir, I do. I don't know the
Could that not have been a mistake?
I don't know.
Could that have been a
Please
mistake?
don't put that on me.
I'm asking you, ma'am. I'm just telling you the facts. This is what I know. What I know is this. He had done. What could his buddy have done?
I don't know.
You shot him. You shot him. Yes, you did. You shot him.
Sir!
Look, you know, Olivia, this getting old. I'm ready for you to just tell me what happened in there tonight.
Fuck.
What happened?
I told you.
Just tell me. What
I
happened?
told you what happened, and that is exactly what happened.
So this is how it's gonna be.
There's no other way for me to tell you.
So when you leave here, and you will leave here tonight.
And I be saying shit when I'm telling the truth, because I be mad. Like, bro, I don't know what else the fuck you want me to tell you, dog. That's what happened. Because I get it. Like, when you get mad, what you want me to lie? Look, at this point, I think she already said too much. I just got a lawyer. I'd have been got a lawyer from the get-go, especially if I know I'm innocent. And don't get me wrong, I know it's like, we even talked about it before. Most of the cases I've seen, most of my seen, we'll see when people throw it in there and where it's like, oh, yep, see, this is where you're giving away that you're guilty. Because they'll throw it in there wrong. I told y'all, I'm gonna let it finish, but so far, I'm not gonna lie. I'm more on her side. But if I know I'm innocent, nah,
No other way for me to tell you.
So when you leave here, and you will leave here tonight, you will. You'll walk out the door and go wherever it is that you're gonna go. You will. That's gonna happen. And we may never see each other ever again.
I hope so.
But one thing that you will not be able to say, no, you listen.
All I wanna do.
One thing that you will not be able to say, you will not be able to say that I have not asked you.
Sir.
No.
You can
I got
take,
to finish what
take
I have to
my
finish.
clothes, whatever you need.
Don't fucking shit me. I like he talking like a daddy, dog. It's pissing me off. I feel like I'm in trouble. But low-key, he is talking to her like she's a kid, though. But I don't know. Like I said, this may be one of those roles that I don't know about where it's like, yeah, this is one of them. It's just ugly. I don't know, dog. Oh, man, this is crazy.
No, you listen. One thing that you will not be able to say. You will not be able to say that I have not asked you.
Sir.
No.
You can
I got to finish what I have to finish.
Clothes, whatever you need.
I have to finish what I'm going to say here, please. You will not be able to say that I have not said one thing to you tonight.
Why are you?
Let me finish, please.
Why are you doing this?
Let me finish. Why won't you let me finish? Would you shut up and let me finish? You will not be able to say that I have not asked you one question tonight that has not been a legitimate question. Because I'm going to tell his family every question tonight that has not been a legitimate question.
I ask you one question tonight that has not been a legitimate question.
Because I'm going to tell his family everything that I know. That their son was not suicidal. They knew that their son was successful. They knew that their son had all the reasons in the world to live, with or without you.
Not gonna lie, he did sound like he did have all of the reasons in the world to live, but I mean that's what happened when you're not here. People start painting pictures of you. That's more than likely not true, but we don't know that. I'm not saying that for her case. I'm just saying in general that's what happened in these cases. Where it's like, damn, a person can't even really tell what happened. That's the messed up part about all of it. Shit.
They knew that their son had all the reasons in the world to live, with or without you. With or without you. That was his house, not yours. You know, right? It was his house. You get ready to move in with him.
We were building.
It was his house, right? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, so what I'm saying to you is, Olivia, he didn't need you. Did he? Did he need you?
We were in love.
Did he need you?
Man, I'm not gonna lie, you're making her scared to answer, dude. So now, and this is bullshit, because now she gonna get to the point where she gonna start tangling and twisting her words, but I'm not even, look, it's gonna be more of out of like, yo, because of, I'm fucking scared in here. So then, when it do go down, depending on how I go at the end, when it's time to get real, like going to court and everything, they're gonna be just start using all this shit against her, like, but you said this, blah blah blah. Oh, this shit is fucking ugly. Oh God, dog, come on, man.
Did he need you?
We were in love.
Did he need you?
I don't know how to answer that.
I can answer it. He didn't need you.
Okay.
He didn't.
That's your opinion.
No, it's not my opinion. It's what I've discovered, Olivia.
But no one needs. I mean, that really wouldn't say a reason why. I get where he's trying to go. Basically, she was trying to take his stuff, but needing you or not didn't really have anything to do with it. It's like, of course, like I don't need him neither, but we're in love. That's why we were together, because we want each other. I could be looking at it wrong. I don't know.
Okay.
He didn't.
That's your opinion.
No, it's not my opinion. It's what I've discovered, Olivia. I talked to his best buddy who was his friend for 15 years.
Okay, just because somebody makes a lot of money doesn't.
That's not what I'm saying to you. What I'm saying to you is, you all were not a couple.
Oh, pastor came out of him.
Somebody makes a lot of money doesn't.
That's not what I'm saying to you. What I'm saying to you is, you all were not a couple who had invested together. A couple who had invested together in what he had already achieved. Were you a part of his company?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Is your name on his mortgage?
No.
Okay. So what I'm saying is, you didn't live there. You might have spent the night, but regardless whether you were in the
We
picture,
were building that house.
all I'm suggesting, ma'am, is whether or not you left or whatever, his business was going to continue, correct?
Correct.
And he was still going to pay his mortgage, right? So you were not a financial partner. You were just a female, right?
You
Right?
know what? I think this.
I think he been watching a few podcasts lately. I think I get where he's going though. But the direction he's taking is like you're going the long route. Like, don't go there. It feel like I'm watching one of those. And I watch them. I like them. I ain't gonna lie to you. The podcast, what you bring to the table podcast. That's what it feel like I'm watching here. I'm not gonna lie, dog. I was like, oh gosh, what is going on here? Yeah, this shit did kind of turn to reality TV for me. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's getting weird.
Financial partner. You were just a female, right?
You
Right?
know what? I think this. I'm done.
You done? You done?
I'm done.
I'm not done.
Well.
I'm not done.
Okay.
You think you run this?
No.
Who the fuck do you think you are?
I don't think I'm.
Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are?
I think I'm a person who just lost their boyfriend.
And I think you're a person whose behavior tonight doesn't add up. That's what I believe.
Well,
And I'm not going to be the only one. These questions is to get to a point where knowing this man, the way that you knew him, starting from the inappropriateness of my questions to the other end, was he someone, in your opinion, who would have committed suicide? Yes.
I was waiting for him to say God. Well, I can't. God.
I believe.
well,
And I'm not going to be the only one. These questions is to get to a point where knowing this man, the way that you knew him, starting from the inappropriateness of my questions to the other end, was he someone, in your opinion, who would have committed suicide? Yes or no?
he was not suicidal. No.
Okay, there we go. There we go. There we go. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying to you, Olivia.
The detective just asked some.
I'm not gonna lie though, dog. Because let's say if I did do it, and he threw that out there, I would think I would have jumped on it like, yeah, but because that person, like I said, that person's gone. They can't really paint this picture that as good as you're gonna paint it now. So I would have think she would have took that, like, but he was suicidal, blah blah blah, XYZ. She legit said like, no, he was not suicidal. She really sounded like I don't fucking know what happened.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying to you, Olivia.
The detective just asked someone who he believed was the murder suspect if Michael Burnside was someone that appeared to be suicidal. Olivia maintains eye contact and answers no. Imagine you are someone that just murdered your partner and you knew that the narrative you can blame their death on was suicide. You would most likely answer with some sort of supporting claim that would help prove it.
Oh, and I just recently had a jump cut, so y'all gonna think I watched that shit and came back to it, dog. I said the shit word for word. Not word for word, but he used a little bigger words. But you know what I'm talking about? Oh, fuck. I was kind of low-key hoping he wasn't gonna say it. But no, seriously, it made sense, though. That's why we all freaking said it. I would have hella took that route.
Imagine you are someone that just murdered your partner and you knew that the narrative you can blame their death on was suicide. You would most likely answer with some sort of supporting claim that would help prove it was a suicide, considering that was the way to prove your innocence.
It's like pulling teeth with you.
I'm just saying.
Well, I'm saying, you know,
I don't know what type of behavior would be. I don't know. People are vocal. I don't know. You're asking me a question that I don't know. All I'm telling you is that he loved life, and we lived our life together.
I don't know.
All I'm telling you is that he loved life, and we lived our life together.
He loved
and
life.
I know that
He loved life that much that
we loved our life together.
Within minutes of him leaving the bathroom, where you all were discussing.
Do they ever blame Brian?
Party, he loved life so much from leaving the bathroom where you were discussing.
The detective's narrative throughout this investigation has been based on the fact that Burnside killed himself because of an argument that transpired. What the detective fails to understand is suicide victims overwhelmingly tend to commit suicide over multiple dilemmas, not just one minor argument as the detective himself called it. Thompson's argument is flawed by his own narrative, yet Olivia remains the primary suspect in this investigation.
Don't say it. Oh, I think it'll say
Brian. He says, you know what?
That's not what happened.
Fuck the fact that I love life. Fuck the fact that I love my girl and that we're planning a life together. Screw all that. Screw the fact that I got this business where I'm pulling down every now and then 70 grand a week. Screw that. You know what? I think I'm gonna fucking shoot myself.
I don't know the answer for you. I know.
Well,
I don't know the answer. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's all right. Hey. There comes a point where we as detectives,
A quote.
we get to a point where we say, well, you know, I've done everything in my power to reason with you, and it's on you now. But we're gonna take your clothes.
Okay.
And we're gonna test them for gunshot residue.
Okay.
And this whole thing has been recorded.
Okay.
Good.
You said that you were not in the room when he shot himself.
That's correct.
So there should be no gunshot residue on your clothes at all.
That's correct.
All right.
But she did
If
touch
there
the
is,
body.
I'm gonna charge you with murder. I just want you to know that right now. When those tests come back, if there's gunshot residue on your hands, and you said throughout this recording that you didn't touch the gun, I asked you those questions for a reason.
Okay.
And if you do, I'm gonna charge you with murder. That's exactly what I'm gonna do, and I want you to know that. I want you to know that I've given you an opportunity to tell me if it went wrong tonight or if anything happened. Hey, shit happens all the time with couples. They get in arguments and fights and all kinds of bullshit, and it's justifiable homicide. There's all kinds of stuff that happens. It happens every day. It happens every day. I worked a case about a week ago where this guy shot his daughter's boyfriend and killed him. You know, because the boyfriend was doing things. It happens every day.
What you just heard was the last step of the Reed technique, which is called minimization. Homicide detectives typically use this technique to make the suspect feel understood by normalizing their actions as if they were justifiable, often by referring to other crimes.
But I need for you to know what I'm going to do.
But if that was the case, she would have took the suicide route.
If your clothes come back with gunshot residue,
I understand.
or your
you can
hands,
have my clothes.
I'm going to charge you with murder.
You can have my clothes.
I'm going to do it. I just want you to know that.
I understand.
I want you to
what
prepare
you're saying.
yourself, and I want you to think about that.
I understand.
I want you to think about that. If there's something that you're hiding and that you got deep down inside of you, you can keep it, you can hold on to it, but I need for you to know my intentions.
I understand.
That's right, because you know what? I may never know the truth. Your clothes could come back with nothing on them.
I understand.
Your hands could come back with nothing on them. And you might move on and marry some other guy and have family and life, and this shit will go far behind you, and we'll go our own separate ways. But all I'm saying to you is there's two options here. There's two options. And the one option is if I discover anything that substantiates what I believe, I'm going to charge you with murder.
I understand.
Because I do believe you killed him. I believe that with all my heart. I believe that. I do. Because you have not provided me with one reasonable explanation for your... Give you a gown to put on. And I don't apologize.
She tried. And I mean, I think I heard a couple of reasons. I don't know.
Reasonable explanation for your... Give you a gown to put on. And I don't apologize for my conduct. I don't. Because I owe it to Michael. I owe it to Michael,
Yes, you
and I owe it to Michael's family to
understand.
do my job. Regardless whether you think it's appropriate or not, I don't care. But I owe it to Michael and his family to do my job. And my job is to inquire. That's what we get paid to do, inquire. We don't get paid to sit on our ass and bullshit. We get paid to say, okay, based on what we have.
Oh man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. That took me to church. He took me to my pop's house. Man, look, I'm not gonna lie though. Like I said, my questions are there though. I do feel like a little something extra may have happened. I'm wondering if we ever get into like asking the Brian guy anything. But just from this interrogation, if there's a full story, definitely, if it's out there, let me know. But just from this interrogation, the information I'm pulling from this, I'm sorry, I'm kind of believing her.
Paid to sit on our ass and bullshit. We get paid to say, okay, based on what we have in front of us, is it a problem? If it's a problem, why is it a problem? I haven't lied to you. I've told you what I got. I've told you what the problem is. I've fucking showed it to you. You gotta live with that. You do, not me. You gotta live with that. I don't know why you did what you did. I don't know. I don't know why you did it. But you know one thing? I've said some things to you tonight, and I hope to God you think about it tonight. I hope to God you think about it tomorrow. And I don't give a fuck how many people you line up. You can line 50 people up in a row. And every one of them are going to tell you, why the fuck did she do that? They are. You will not have one that'll say, well, I would have done that.
I understand.
I would have done that. I would have called a guy too who didn't have no medical history. And then after he didn't pick up the phone, I was okay. I'll just won't call him.
I ain't gonna lie though, I don't think I would have. I thought about that. I don't think I would have done that though. I think I'd have called the police first, hands down. Not like instantly, not double back on to say. I mean, like I wouldn't have called Brian.
Medical history. And then after he didn't pick up the phone, I was okay. I'll just won't call nobody for 7 minutes. I won't call nobody for 7 minutes, and I'll around and do whatever I do, and then 7 minutes later I'll call 911.
See, now that part I do agree with, though. I'm not gonna lie.
My inspiration is just flowing and coming.
Nigga, just bought a Hellcat, driving, got a scat.
You can drag one of these
okay. Look. Well, my bad.
All you
Fuck
have
that
to work
shit.
with.
Let me see. Hoes.
Like, that's fire. You
Right?
like,
Wasn't it?
So
I
easy.
be
I'm
getting
already
some fire
like, so
ass.
inspired today.
Okay, what we got? It wasn't that important, nigga. That shit trash, dog. I like to say how to.
I was just messing with this earlier, and this has helped
What you
a ton
got?
with just starting off those main melodies, because at first, you know, that can be the hardest part, just starting that main melody that's gonna
Can I
set
smoke
the
in
whole
here?
beat.
See,
Oh,
just
shit.
drag it in and see what it sounds like.
I wrote this shit yesterday.
Dwayne, don't wait, boy.
I don't want that one. Go to next. Yeah, I'm gonna have to skip that after that one. She threw me off my game on that one. My bad. Get back to this video, though. I ain't gonna lie. This is a crazy interrogation. All jokes aside, though, that was a pretty fire ad. I might edit it all out anyway. But still, though, look. Regardless, when he was saying that part, I was like, you gonna think about this today, think about this tomorrow, XYZ. She rather that interrogation happen or not, yeah, she's going to think about that today, tomorrow, and for the rest of her life. Now, the effed up part, though, about that is not only is she gonna think about it, but now she's gonna think about it as she gonna know deep down now she's to blame for it as well. Now again, like I said, she could be guilty. I don't know. I only have this interrogation. I don't even know like if there's like a full story type of video out there. Usually with these true crime videos, there usually is. And maybe my story will change if I see like the full shit what's going on a little bit. But I do question the other guy. I do question that as well. Like why call him, then wait and then call 911? I wouldn't have done that because. And who knows? You can debate and say she probably called him first because maybe she didn't fully understand what was going on. Like, whoa, what's going on? Blah blah blah. Because I'm not gonna lie to you. When my brother when he found my uncle dead, he said the same thing. He was suicide with a gun. He said the same thing. He said it wasn't as much blood as he thought it would be. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know if that's always the case or not, but maybe she just was like, oh, and again, I could be playing devil's advocate, but maybe she was like, what the hell's going on? What's going on? And she called him. I mean, I honestly can't see that really being a thing. I'm not gonna lie to you. Even though I'm leaning on her side, I can't see that being a thing. But that could have happened though. Like, yo, what's going on? You just left, but he's whatever. He's barely breathing or XYZ. I don't know. Let's finish the video.
Michael's funeral was held on May 14th, 5 days after the shooting.
Damn, rest in peace, man.
Olivia attended the funeral alongside some friends and family. Michael's family and friends were also present and had spoken to Detective Thompson about what he thought about the case. Thompson told them that he was unequivocally sure that Olivia shot Michael. He said, in quotes, "I'm willing to put my career on the line that she killed him."
Damn.
Michael's parents did not invite Olivia to the reception purposely and remained distant from her until approximately a week later when Olivia called the Burnsides. She asked them if she can retrieve some of her belongings from Michael's home. Michael's father let her in, and when she tried to tell him she had not murdered his son, he cut her off. He said,
I would too.
quote,
I'm not gonna lie, because I don't know. I lost my kid. Look, I understand. Either you did it or didn't. I don't know. But at this point, regardless, I just don't want you in my life anymore. And I'm just being 100% honest. Yes, I'm gonna hate you forever. I'm not gonna lie to you. Especially with it being, I'm sorry. I have to look at both, especially as a parent. I have to look at both sides. Well, no, I'm not saying that. My bad. Especially as a parent. I'm going to only look at it as a side. If I don't have an answer, I'm only going to look at it as a side. I'm going to take it as you've done it. I'm sorry. I can't risk it again. I can't risk you around my family anymore. It may really sound good, like yo, this real like to like me. I'm a viewer. It really sounds like maybe she really didn't do it. But as that parent, I don't give a fuck, because what it bubbles down to is I don't know. So therefore, I'm taking it as it was done by you or you had something to do with it. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna get you out of my life. Sorry, gotta go. I'm just being honest with you.
Let her in, and when she tried to tell him she had not murdered his son, he cut her off. He said, in quotes, "Why did you wait 7 minutes before calling 911?
See?
Why did you let my son bleed to death on his own kitchen floor? I hope you die in jail and burn in hell." Michael's family and friends believed that in the heat of the argument between them, she had taken his pistol, slipped up behind him, and pulled the trigger. However, there was still not enough incriminating evidence to arrest Olivia for the murder of Michael. On June 5th, Detective Thompson received a call from Michael's father. He had been told by his son's next-door neighbor that Detective Thompson received a call from Michael's father, Michael. On June 5th, Detective Thompson received a call from Michael's father. He had been told by his son's next-door neighbor that a neighbor who lived across the street, an attorney named Sheeta Rastigar, had information that linked Olivia to the killing.
Oh!
Thompson drove to Sheeta's house, and the lawyer was reluctant to open the door. Finally, after Thompson barked at him, he stepped into the front porch and told a flabbergasting story. According to Thompson, Sheeta said he had been in bed during the early morning hours of May 9th when he heard screaming in Michael's front yard. It was Olivia. Sheeta ran outside and asked her what happened, and she fell to her knees and said it was an accident and that she didn't mean to shoot him. A team of U.S. Marshals found Olivia at her father's home in Palmdale, about an hour north of Los Angeles. She was held in custody for 9 days and that she didn't mean to shoot him. A team of U.S. Marshals found Olivia at her father's home in Palmdale, about an hour north of Los Angeles. She was held in custody for 9 days. She appeared to be so despondent that a jailer thought she needed to be put on suicide watch. For Detective Thompson, there was no question about it. Olivia had been on the run, and Thompson was ready to go to trial. Olivia's parents hired attorney Joe Sheeran, and they got Olivia out on bail. In August, 3 months after the shooting, Sheeran requested an examining trial.
And this is exactly why I was like, see, I want to watch the full true crime. Watching Interrogations, man, it's getting scary watching Interrogations now. The reason why I said it, because remember that one we watched with the hitman, when the girl who put it on her husband, I want to say it was like from Florida. They had like this little Hollywood look to him. She even said it was for reality TV. That's her words, speaking of. But either way it go though, when she was doing it, her acting was like so good. And most of them you watch, you can just see it like, oh, this is bullshit. I see right through this. Bullshit, see right through this. It's rare you get the ones where it's like, this is good, yup. Because her shaking and everything, like she was on point with it. The more as you watch these, dog, like these true crimes and all that stuff, it's scary the shit you will see. Like people like legit pull off. Like, nah, even though I did that, watch how real I make it look like I didn't. That's when it gets so damn scary, dude. Now, I will say this. That's why I kept saying, I was like, yo, I want to watch the full case of this. I want to see what's really going on. Because even though I said, as far as interrogation go, I was on their side. Hell yeah. But when you hear the story, I'm like, oh, it's not adding up. I don't know, man. Let it finish. Damn, this is crazy, y'all.
Out on bail. In August, 3 months after the shooting, Sharon requested an examining trial. Thompson testified that Lord had a little blood on her hands and that she smelled of a cleaning solution, which led him to believe that she had washed her hands. When Rastigar, the lawyer who told the police Olivia confessed to him, was called up to the stand, he was questioned by Sharon. Rastigar initially seemed to confirm what he had supposedly told Thompson and Lundberg on the porch. He said when he came up to Olivia in the yard, she fell to her knees and said something to the effect of, "He's dying." I got the impression she was trying to tell me it was accidental, that she didn't mean to do it. As the interview continued, however, Rastigar said that he wasn't certain what he had heard. I don't remember the exact words that were used. I'm not even sure the word accident was used. When Olivia took the stand, she was emotional. She was asked about the cleaning products scattered on the kitchen floor. Olivia explained that Michael had taken them out from underneath the sink when he was trying to install the dishwasher. If the detectives thought they had noticed the smell of chemicals on her, it must have come from the paint thinner and the floor stripper that she and Michael had been using that day, considering they were remodeling.
Oh, that's what I was about to say, though. Oh, that's gonna get tricky. Because they did say he was remodeling the home. I hate when shit like this happening. When it's like, oh yeah, but why is it like, so really he just happened to be doing all of this, and did all this equipment out, but it's like, wait, hold up, because remember, remodeling. So it could have been out. Oh my gosh, dog. Hell no. I want more of the case than the damn interrogation, honestly. I really want to know what's going on.
Come from the paint thinner and the floor stripper that she and Michael had been using that day, considering they were remodeling the home. On May 11th, 2011, in the case of Texas versus Lord, the grand jury returned a no bill. When Sharon turned towards her, she thanked him for all he had done for her, but then she said something else. Who cares? Thompson has still destroyed my life, and he's still out there working cases. I want him held accountable. I want him brought down. Olivia hired Don Tittle, a high-profile Dallas lawyer who specializes in civil rights litigation, to file a lawsuit against Thompson, which he did in late 2011. The lawsuit claimed that Thompson had violated Olivia's civil rights by engaging in malicious prosecution in particular, and that he had intentionally misrepresented the facts about Michael's shooting and omitted significant exculpatory information that would have proved Olivia innocent of any wrongdoing. The trial finally began in a federal courtroom in downtown Dallas in January 2012, nearly 4 years after the shooting. U.S. District Judge Barbara Lynn gavelled the court to order. Olivia took the stand and was overcome with emotion as she described her love for Michael. She called Thompson's interrogation of her a mental rape and characterized her days in jail as torture. The jurors returned a unanimous verdict in favor of Olivia, and the city had to pay her $1.2 million. The day after the verdict, Detective Thompson was placed on desk duty. Most of Thompson's fellow officers assumed it would only be a matter of time before he was fired, and perhaps even indicted.
Alright, so I'm not gonna lie, the beginning up until like the freaking 75% mark of the damn video, it definitely felt like reality TV. Once it really kicked into the true crime part though, see, and that's what I was telling y'all, man, watching the true crime, that's where all the shit is, because it lets you know whether it's gonna make this person look good, hella good, or look hella bad. You'll get it there. In interrogation, I can only get what they was fighting, just like it's mostly he say she say. That's all it is, whatever. But as it was going on, I mean, as it got to that part at the end of True Crime, I was like, whoa, this shit went from reality TV to like for real now. The entire interrogation, I was like, and like I said, like I asked you all let me know, like, is this legit? Is it just his? Maybe it sounded like it was just his character, like how he been cracking cases. It sounded like it's how he's been cracking cases forever, and it's been working. Maybe one of them went viral, and then he was like, yo, that felt good, I'm gonna kick it up a notch. Or maybe one of them went viral, and he just really went with it, because it's like, yeah, since it worked and they like me, shit, I'm gonna really give on me. Don't know. But I was wondering, like, is this like just his character, or was this one of those roles he were doing? Regardless, I was like, I ain't never seen one like this. Either way it go, though, I think I do. Like I asked you all if there's anything where it's just a true crime segment that's just explaining everything. I want to know more about Brian, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like for him to just be leaving and also him to be the first one she called, I just want to know what more he had to say in the story. Maybe that part just wasn't here because it's only an interrogation. But yo, either way it go though, I'm about to go and get up out of here and chill, enjoy my day. You go and do the same, morning, night, evening, whenever you're watching this. I'm out.